All right, guys. Ian Anderson, Corey Merle, Central Coast Disc Golf. We are back for some more 2018 Canadian Nationals in beautiful Prince Edward Island. We're in Boneshaw today.
Ooh, Bonesaw. I like that.
At the Huckett course, which was just carved out of a forest.
Yes, and it is very fresh. They have like this machine they rent for $500 an hour. It literally eats fairways through forest. It's insane.
Incredible. I need to see a video of this thing working. We have a fantastic lead card. Chandler Fry, Nate Perkins, Casey White, and Nate Sexton. Pretty tightly packed. Should be a good battle today.
Yeah, I mean, Chandler really putting in work over there at Hillcrest.
Ooh.
11 down, that's smoking hot.
Course recording.
Woo, that's good. 359 though, hole 1, par 3. Good old-fashioned sidearm hole. Really though, if you have the backhand that will pan out straight on that turnover line, that's probably the preferred line to actually park it.
Yeah. Both are very tough gets though with the elevation. Chandler Fry looks like he's got his Zion.
He really loves that overmold technology. It's good though. It really holds the antes nice for him.
It does. This thing must be. I think they start overstable.
Yeah.
This must be pretty beaten.
Yep.
And
Chandler is throwing it quite a bit at the BC Open.
And he throws hard too. Out of Olympia, Washington, throwing the turnover.
Whoa.
That got wild.
That got hairy quick.
Yeah, that cut rolled like you would not believe.
With a 3-stroke lead, you have a few to go, but that's exactly what everyone else is looking for too.
Yeah, that's for sure. Up next, Nate Perkins.
Throwing the PD2.
Accurate. Man, he throws a pretty forehand.
He does. And that just shows you, because that was so clean, but it's still, 40, 50 short?
Yeah.
It just got to hang right forever.
Mm-hmm. Casey White.
Going enforcer, yeah?
Yep, you got it.
I like the defenders more. I'm just for the flicks. I don't know why, though. If it's like a comfortability in the hand thing.
Yeah, we'll go a little farther than an enforcer.
Sure.
Mr. Sexton.
Going Desi, obviously.
Indeed.
Ooh, getting it up there.
That's great. He's like circles edge-ish.
Yeah, that's fine.
Mm-hmm. Casey's got a long look at it.
He's a good putter, man.
Yep. Casey out of Massachusetts. Finished 28th at Worlds this year, Corey.
That's solid. I saw his name up there, and then I saw him out here, and I was curious, I never met the kid. I never really even seen him.
Yeah.
I was curious, what his game was like. It's good. He's a good player.
Yeah. Only 18, too.
Young guy. Unsponsored, too.
Yeah.
Shouts out there to all your manufacturers.
Perkins giving that a good run, but that'll nestle for a par most likely. Chandler looking for his par from the edge of the River Creek thing. That'll 4.
Yeah, and not what you're looking for, obviously, but these guys, maybe Nate, though, can put down the 2.
Yeah, let's see if we can get a stroke on the card here.
Oh. Yeah, so only losing 1 to these guys. Not the worst case scenario.
Nope. Casey looking for the putt it is, man. I don't know what it is.
The fake out?
Yeah, it's like that's a little hand Jimmy thing going down. Chandler cleans up his boat. It's kind of funny that you can always tell if he's laying up or if he's putting.
Yeah, right.
Sometimes you can get away with the, I was laying that up. But not with Casey. You can tell. That was a putt. Nate cleans up nicely. And it looks like Chandler with the only blemish.
Ooh.
Nate's
just having his way with that number 1 basket. I don't know what that was.
He is getting intimate with it. And there is a fantastic forehand.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so clean. I'm so bitter about it, dude. I need that in my life.
0 out on that forehand. So rare. Chandler's lead slipping a little bit down to 2. And speaking of 2, that's the hole.
Yep, par 4, 501 feet. Not your distance type of par 4, but there's just 0% you're going to deuce this unless it's a throw-in. There's no way to make this corner and get it all the way down there. If you throw it maybe 250 to 225 into that landing zone, it sets you up with a nice little 300-foot upshot. Granted, you're going to be weaving through trees the whole way, though.
Yeah, really, really a tough look here.
Does play over par, 4.14, but that does factor in the entire field, not necessarily just this top pro.
Yeah, a lot of trees available for those.
This is true.
Earlier cards to hit. Perkins.
Ooh, over-under it a little bit, but
that is Firebird.
Yeah, net straight though.
Casey's going Lucid X Felon.
Oh man, I need to get me some of these. I still haven't thrown. I mean, I've thrown one once, but I've never had one of my own to throw. Dynamic, come on, throw some my way, please.
Hook it up, Bobby. That was great.
That was actually really solid. I need to get one with the Loch Ness one, the Eric Oakley Lucid X Felon with. Actually, I don't even know if they print those at the Dynamax, but I want it. Anyway.
They should. That's one of the greatest things ever. Sexton, that looks like a Sexton bird.
Yep, that one might be the multicolored stamp.
Yeah,
rather than Old Whitey.
Yeah, a little more stable. That one did find a tree, and he is not where you want to be.
No, he's pinched in the bushes.
Good luck from there, Nate. Chan, going Spark.
I like it. I mean, honestly, the Sparks fly a lot like Sexton Firebirds.
They do, don't they?
They're not.
Yeah.
The Moonshine ones are beastly stable, but everything else has a lot of give to it and has a nice crisp flight.
Yeah, kind of an overstable fairway driver, if you will. Sexton really tough.
Fake out.
He balked me there, and then rips
Whoa.
this out of what?
Out of nothing.
Come on, Nate.
I mean, he's looking at a bird.
He's got a 40-footer from just garbage lie. Looks like Perkins going back to that Firebird, Corey.
Yeah. Yep. That's orangey. Just a little high though.
Mm-hmm. It's hanging out.
Yeah.
Again, little outside circle's edge.
This one looks like it might be a Justice.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
A white Justice.
That's your man right there.
Mm-hmm.
And he is hanging out with Nate right there. And Chan. Great drive.
Yeah. Good shot, Chanimal. Going harp.
Yeah, he and Casey were throwing harps all day.
Yeah, he loves this blue harp. It flies so nice for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great command of it. Perkins with a long look here. Man.
He's got really good action this week. Last week at Worlds, his putt is just really flying out of his hand nice.
Casey.
Yeah, Casey. He looked like dagger stab it in there.
He does, right? He was number 1 in Circle 1 putting at Worlds through 4 rounds.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I did hear about that. And then Macbeth, before the round, was like, hey, you're first in putting.
Yeah. Way to psych him out, Paul. And then Nate, not one to get big putted by an 18-year-old.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I was talking to him after that. We were walking to the next hole. I was like, you couldn't let that kid hit that putt right in front. He's like, oh, no way. No way.
No way. Yeah, that was like a personal brand right there, play.
Yeah.
Oh.
Chandler.
Okay, we're just hitting putts this hole. That's what we're doing.
We are.
Okay.
Man, Chandler is such a good putter. You guys will see it this round.
He really is. I feel like his release is just so clean, so consistent. Just put it in the bucket, you know?
There's that beautiful follow through from Casey. Great hit.
Yeah, and good color on the shorts and hat. Red just popping.
Yeah, I offered him a hat, but he's like, I'm color coordinated, man. I can't.
Yeah, come on now. You can't respect that. You got to respect the flow there.
Yep. Nate with the solo par. Not what you want. Everybody get a stroke on him. Chandler still winning, and we're looking at hole 3.
Yep, 259 foot, little dumpy sidearm hole. Really no reason to fiddle around with it. Just throw it kind of straight and flat and let that angle jump you up to the right. There is a little bit of a ditch on the left side of the pin, so if you're going to get something that's going to neg skip, or even if you're throwing the backhand, it can nestle right into that, and you've got a little 15, 20 footer.
Here's your disc again, Corey.
Ooh, my dude.
Go in White Justice.
Chill.
There's a little... Yeah, okay.
That's fine.
That'll bird. Sexton. I'd be surprised if this wasn't a Sexton Firebird.
And it is.
Yep. This course very forehand friendly.
Yeah, you are going to see a lot of left to right finishing holes.
Yeah.
And in the ones that aren't, it's sloping right to left, so that sidearm really makes sense to throw it into the slope.
Mm-hmm. Chandler's going with his BT hard harp here.
Oh, get off that.
Aw.
The one thing to miss.
Right. Good looking line otherwise, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looks like the Firebird from Mr. Perkins.
5 years in the bag, 14 aces later.
Let's see, 15.
Ooh, he's coming for me.
He is hanging out with Casey down there.
That's a fine spot to be, though. I mean, like I said, that little ditch is going to collect most shots that are coming on the left side of the
Yeah, that's nice about it, that. Chandler, long look at the birdie here.
Maybe halfway in between. I mean, that's not a fun run. He's throwing right into a forest.
You are. Oh, Casey, you can't miss that one, buddy.
Oh, he just hit such a good one, too. I'd say, camera jitters, but, I mean, he just canned that one on, too.
Yeah. Perkins with a good hit. I'm sure Sexton will clean this one up. Charging that thing up.
Eventually.
Get it. There we go, Nate.
Yeah, this hole does play as the 4th easiest on the course. 0.16 strokes under par. And it makes sense. It's 250 feet. It's right in front of you. There's no real good excuse to not birdie this one.
Yeah, sure.
These guys obviously disappointed.
Yeah. Couple pars, couple birds. Here is that tasty forehand from Mr. Perkins.
Eyes on the prize, man. That's why I like the sidearm.
Yeah.
Just keeping those eyes locked on the target.
Nate and Nate, it's kind of like they both started forehand. They both taught themselves amazing backhands.
Yeah, and they're both great players now, competing on lead cards all across the country.
Love it, love it. They are getting to 9 down. There's 2 back of Chandler, it looked like, and we are on a hole 4.
Yep, 325-foot par 3, but it plays so much farther than that. This hole is so difficult, Ian. 0.33 strokes over par.
It's only 325?
It's only 325, but that's like as the crow flies.
It's gotta be, right?
You know that's as the crow flies.
Yeah.
Because it is so far uphill. It's a crush of an Annie or a sidearm.
Yeah.
Let's be real. No one's getting this.
No, not at all. Sexton just going Sexton Firebird, trying to get around the corner. Clips a little bit of tree, but he's made the corner at least.
Yeah. And Ian, you know when I say, like, let's be honest, no one's getting that. People get that, right? Literally no one got this.
Really?
0 twos on this hole.
Yeah,
and that's about right. There's no real good line to get it up there.
Nah, I would take a throw in.
That is the best possible shot.
I'm sure that was the best drive.
Yep, of the day. There's no way to get it any better than that.
Let's see if Casey can do better.
I feel like there's a miracle Sky Annie line. Like Simon, I feel like could get the Sky Annie with like an FD just to like cut in. But other than that, I was curious what Chandler was going to do here.
Yeah, he's going to throw an Annie with
Clearly
a Zion.
not going to deuce it though. As I said, there's been 0.
Yeah.
Oh, he caught leaves.
Yeah, he's going to finish left side of the fairway, but around the corner, and he's got a little window through the trees.
Exactly. He's in the same position as every other player in the field,
Yeah.
which is throwing an upshot here.
Sexton going back to that Sexton Firebird well.
Oh my God, crushing it.
Oh, what did you say to Nate?
First of all, I'd like to publicly apologize to Nathan. Okay, I'm sorry. All those comments, those are in the past now. I need him to forgive me about that.
Casey looks like it was harp upshot. Beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, there's no 2 opportunity, and there's really not a ton of 4 opportunity here. It's just a lot of 3. 71% pars here.
Yeah. It's par 3? Wow.
It's hard, dude.
That's a tough par.
Well, it's also not a par 4, though.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Perkins with probably the best look anybody had all day, but still, he's like, that was outside my range.
Yeah, no.
Right after he let go.
He's probably like 85 foot and
uphill.
30 foot of elevation.
Yeah, it wasn't going to happen. Nate cleans up. Paul will clean up. Nate will clean up. Lest I repeat myself.
Yeah, that's not new guy Paul.
No. Oh my God.
Rookie of the year.
If you guys haven't seen the parody round of Worlds, go check that out. It is a gem. All the
Disc Maniac Nathan.
Disc Maniac Nathan. I love that guy so much. That seriously made my day yesterday.
Oh, Chandler, man. He's got a really good release, and I love the way he throws his Annies. It's just really committed Annie lines.
Yeah. There are all your pars. Sexton sitting at 2 down on the round. Getting 2 strokes on your boy Chandler. All right, guys. Hole 5 is up next. We are bending left, back to the right. Pretty gettable, though.
It is. It's a very funky hole, too. It feels like the upshot on a par 4.
Funny.
Like you throw to this place, and then you have these 2 little lines you can take to the basket. At only 240 feet, it kind of baits you into throwing that right line if you're just kind of standing there looking at it. But it's this left line that is far more open.
Sure. Sexton with a Sexton bird per the usual. Let's just assume it's a Sexton Firebird unless I say otherwise.
Exactly. And let's just assume that wherever I'm going to stand, he's going to park me.
At this point, he's like, can you get Corey to go sit in the basket?
Gosh, dude. Yeah, he said, I'm sorry, man. I just got target locked on vision for those gold locks. My bad.
There is another Firebird. This one's from Nate.
I honestly didn't even think about this over the top.
I didn't either. I thought they just peered like the...
Yeah, just like a little baby flexor, but nope.
When you got that power, you might as well find yourself a bigger gap in the sky.
No trees in the sky.
Mm-hmm. And Casey, he is going up with his enforcer.
And way up into the abyss.
Did it get hit by the wind or just bad
I
angle?
think that there was a general right to left wind and not a great angle equals lost disc.
Yeah.
Not lost disc, but reteeing.
Yeah. That is a harp for Chandler. And here is his putt. Well, upshot.
Up putt.
Up putt.
Oh.
That hit the log, right?
That hit that little USDGC style log. So we went over, we tried to look for Casey's disc.
Yeah.
We found it. It was absolutely hideous lie. He's going to retee.
Smart game here from your 18-year-old reteeing.
Exactly. We saw Simon chunk it up to a snowman through the woods.
Yeah.
That's that kind of like, I can never fail, I can make it happen attitude. This one, probably better decision.
Mm-hmm. Trying for the 4, but that will 5.
Yeah, not the score you want in this hole. It's 250 feet. That's 5. That's a stroke per 49 foot, really. Good putt, Nathan.
Yeah. Solid bird.
Innova Discs, Nathan.
And Noviak.
Noviak. Here's Discmaniac Nate right here. Good putt. That's a birdie. The sidearm guys in general are really chalking up here.
Yeah.
And I kind of the hole isn't long, but I love these little barrier trees
dig
they
'em?
left in. I kind of dig it. It's silly, but, this course isn't 100% championship style, so I like it.
They put those in at Morley. I hate them, dude.
They put them in?
Like on hole 14, yeah. Like,
Are you serious?
Yeah, right for the basket, man.
What?
Yeah.
Come on, Snapper.
Yeah. Snapper.
Oh, well.
All right. Couple birds. And then unfortunate 5 for Casey, dropping him back a bit. But Chandler just got a 1-stroke lead now.
He is, and this is, this is catching up quick. Field's evening out. Chandler was so hot yesterday, just yet to really get it going.
Yeah.
Whew, this one's tough. Par 3, 501 foot, all the way downhill. It's a good hole, though. It's through the valley, up onto the other side. The river in the middle is out of bounds.
Truth. And I don't think this is actually 501.
It's not, but it does say.
Yeah.
That was going through my mind.
Yeah.
All the analytics do say 501 feet, but
Yeah.
let's take that with a grain of salt, folks.
Sexton going with the Sexton bird on the Annie. That was looking really good until it looked really bad.
Yeah, that's in maximum security prison over there. Those bars are thick.
That's where they got Dahmer. Perkins.
Ooh, nice little FD shot. Get through.
Oh, I
Sneaky little FD shot.
Quite.
I really like those like pearly sea line ones they have. I
It-
feel like they're
yeah.
not that old, but they look like they're 15 years
They
old.
feel like CE, dude.
Don't they?
Yeah. Yeah, he let me hold that one for a second. I was like,
Ooh, you
this
pot
feel-
it.
I was like, this feels just like my CE T-bird. That was Chandler.
Yeah, catching lettuce, dropping early.
Yeah, and that was his Explorer.
I thought it was the Exploder.
And
Casey.
going with the Anchor.
I like the play mid-range. That it did look like a lucid one.
Yeah.
Those are pretty stable.
But unfortunately found the water.
The Anchor is really, honestly, if you pick up an Anchor and you pick up wow, Casey almost dunking it with the harp.
Crazy good recovery.
But the Anchors, they really do feel like flat top Casey rocks.
Oh, really?
If you've ever picked one up in the hand, I thought they were going to be like beefy mid-ranges.
Yeah.
No.
Huh, interesting. And Sexton trying to find a line through the woods here.
Yeah, he turned to Ben, asked, "Hey, you know that mulching machine? You mind running it right here for me?"
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Wow, threading the needle. Good shot with the dart.
Mm-hmm. That was 180.
That was, 150 minimum.
Yeah. Perkins for the birdie. Strokes on Oaks.
Yeah, good putt. That's a good bird to get. Hole 6 does come in at 3.05, so it does play over par.
Uh-huh.
Granted, that OB, I feel like, might play an issue, especially for guys who aren't peering that line. Any kicks and you're flirting with it.
Sure. A bunch of cleanups. A bogey for Casey. Pars for Chandler and Sexton.
Clean release, good putt. I love, you look at Nate's face, focus.
Yeah.
Right? He is dead on focus.
That's what it takes. There's that nice birdie for Perkins. He is tied for a lead with Chandler right now.
He is. We got a battle, 11, 11, 10.
Yeah, chase him down already. We are opening up a little bit here on hole 7, Corey.
We can breathe. We escaped the mosquitoes for a bit. First open hole, a 442-foot straight shot. That's the key. That left side is out of bounds. You can see where that green grass does kind of transition into that light brown.
Mm-hmm.
If you get anything that hyzers out even a bit, it is flying out of bounds. So big sidearm if you have it. Really though, just keep it hard and flat.
This is looking pretty good from Nate.
That is. I was curious if he was gonna go backhand or sidearm.
That just did not dig, man.
I know. Well, this is probably one of the more slick parts. It feels like that grass has been treaded on.
Yeah, you're not wrong. That looks like a destroyer for Nate.
And that is the height that you're looking for. Really doesn't give it that option to catch edge.
Yeah. I mean, it does a little bit, but he left himself room.
Exactly. It was also out of steam by the time it got there, kind of.
Yeah, great shot from Sexton. Here is an enforcer from Chan.
It's really another level of power when, like, 442, right? Nate Perkins can definitely throw it to this pin. But it's going to take a little bit more of his max power, therefore not allowing him to kind of juice it down once it gets to the end of the flight.
Yeah, sure.
It's interesting, you know?
Also an enforcer here from Casey.
Okay.
First time they've thrown the same disc. Sit.
Looking for that same result, just not going to find it.
Enforcers don't sit.
No, they do not.
They skip.
And Casey's kind of on a roll here. He went double and then found the OB for the bogey on 6. Finds the OB now. Come on, Casey.
Stacking them up, the ones you don't want to stack.
It's a good bid, though.
It was, wasn't it? Perkins looking for a par save after that OB drive.
Ooh, that came out on Heiser. His putts don't come out
I know.
on Heiser.
I noticed that too. I was
Yeah.
like, that was a weird putt from Nate. Hopefully this is not a weird Nate putt. Nah.
That was in the basket, Nate.
He is so solid in the circle.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It is crazy. And you know what? When he's not absolutely at the top, that is what's off.
Is it?
Is 100%. He is when he's not like in the top 3 or 4, it's because he's caging putts.
Yeah.
That is the number one mistake. I remember filming him at Waco. I filmed him all 3 rounds, and he threw himself to the lead.
And then
He just couldn't quite nail him. I mean, it's funny, man. It's what ties it all together, really.
Oh, really? Very true. Brian with the voyeur shot. Chandler with the beautiful backhand.
Ben in the background, TD extraordinaire.
Yeah. Benjamin Smith making disc golf happen up here in the Maritimes.
Honestly, nothing but respect for that guy. He's created a scene from literally nothing.
They had no idea what disc golf was 5 years ago.
And he just, out of passion,
Yeah.
has bred it out here. And now we got pros playing. We're up here filming, bringing life to the Maritime Disc Golf Association.
What a difference one guy can make.
I know. And that just goes to show you, man. One guy.
Yeah.
One guy. That's all it takes.
Yep. Hole 8, par 3.
Or girl.
Or girl. Big dog leg left. Really tough to get all the way left, though.
It is. It almost feels like a sidearm that's going to ante all the way is the better way of getting it to the pin.
I had that thought.
But the backhand is just, it's clearly a right to left. So, like, when you step it, it feels backhand.
Is Nate just laying up for par here?
It feels like it because that was so stable. There was 0% that was getting.
Yeah, I know. You need to throw something flippy on a hyzer. What I guess Chandler's throwing a stiletto. I guess hopefully that one's beat in because that was amazing.
Yeah, that's great. That's as far down there as you're really even hoping to get.
Mm-hmm. Perkins, what's this one, Corey?
Let me see. What color is it? Yellow?
Yeah.
It's probably a destroyer.
Okay.
Yeah, he likes his destroyers specifically for the backhands.
Mm-hmm.
The PD2s, I think, tend to be just a little bit more stable than destroyers.
Gotcha. Casey, he is going justice.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's funny the variance we're seeing here.
Yeah.
Nate probably went destroyer. We get a stiletto. We get another destroyer. And then we get a justice.
Yeah.
Oh, Nate is way back here.
Yeah, he's got some work to do, but he's got a dart.
And it's wide open. I mean, this one's kind of hard to fool up.
It is, yeah.
Unless you're me and any other advanced player.
Beautiful upshot from Mr. Sexton. That will par. Casey with a long look at the 2.
Yeah, this one does play really hard, along with hole 7. 7 playing a third of a stroke over par. And this one playing another third of a stroke over par. So 2 really tough holes back
I
to
guess
back.
just nobody birdies it, right? So
Yeah.
those bogeys don't go away.
Exactly. And on top of that, the OB on the other hole really starts to come into play. This one, though, 67% pars, less than 1% birdies. There was 1.
Yeah, there you go. See, this is it? Oh, it's not. I wanted Chandler to get that one so bad. Good hit coming back, though. Saves his par, as will everyone else, most likely.
Oh, Casey's got to, like, forage for his disc.
Yeah. Maybe you can find some berries back there.
Oh, God. You're making me think of Rocky Mountain Championships all over again.
Huckleberries. That was the best.
Bring back Bohart.
It's right up there. You weren't there for 2014 Worlds, but blackberries everywhere at Blue Lake, man.
Yes, I've played there before, but I will pass on the blackberry bushes.
Yes. More fruit, also more pain than the huckleberry. Mm-hmm. This has been your berry analysis brought to you by CCDG. Casey, this kid's got great form. Only really been playing competitively for about 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, he's a great player. He said his rating's really been jumping too. I think he's in the 980s right now.
Yeah.
And he said he was like 968 or something.
I think it was like 912 at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But, I mean, before the last rating
sure.
update, it's like jumped 15 points.
Yeah, and after Worlds, man, he was shooting like 10, 20 golf.
His last three tournaments are averaging 1,000 or over 1,000 for all of them. Brings us to hole 9 though. 325-foot sidearm hyzer. Literally, that's it.
You could throw an Annie back in.
Yeah, no, technically you could throw anything you want. You could throw a Sonic here. You're probably not going to birdie it.
Probably
just
not.
throw the sidearm in.
Yeah. Not all of us have that Johnny football.
Hey, 325. If you're competing in Open, you better have a 325 for the sidearm.
Accurate. Here is Nate.
Unless you're James Conrad. It's probably 260.
Throwing a Nate.
Nate throwing a Nate.
Nate throwing a Nate and parking
and
it.
Nate approves.
Mm-hmm. Chandler.
Going with the harp.
He is. BT hard variety.
Man, 325 Annie harp. That's just not something I'm dialing up.
No, I mean a little more height and he's there.
Yeah, I mean he's he's inside the circle.
Yes,
he's kind of there already.
Yeah, true. Is that the PD2 for Nate?
If it's an American flag stamp, it is. Kind of surprised not throwing a Firebird, but just hammer the PD2 out there, let it do its job.
Yeah, don't have to risk flipping it.
Truth.
Casey.
Going Enforcer.
He is.
Ooh, that's way out there. But I like it.
Casey.
I love it.
Babe.
He's got the full game. He can putt. He's got sidearm, backhand. He can throw mid-ranges.
Mm-hmm. Chandler with looks like a little bit outside the circle look. Oh, I thought that was in the whole time.
I feel like he thought it was in the whole time.
Yeah, just a little bit of tickle. No love, unfortunately. Perkins, great birdie.
Yeah, the Patriot baskets we're putting on right now kind of got that thin band. I like it.
They do, yeah. Mm-hmm. Looks like sidearms for the win on this one, Corey.
What do you know?
Oh, weird.
Yeah,
weird.
I never would have drawn that up.
No. I keep preaching it though,
Yeah, no, I know.
One day you'll listen to me.
Yep, Ian, just the savior of sidearms everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where we have run into the rest of the field.
Yes, we got a little half-hour buffer, but we caught him. It was smooth sailing through there. Well, it looks like one of his more overstable Firebirds.
Yep, not old Whitey.
Like holding that palm up.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's so critical. It's all about the follow-through.
That's how you avoid that wrist roll.
Mm-hmm.
My signature move on the sidearm, by the way.
Oh, really? Is the wrist roll?
Oh, I got unlocked.
Oh, see, so I'm the over-the-top Annie on the backhand. Like I can't control it. I can't release an hyzer.
Funny. All right, Sexton has caught Chandler.
Whew, 3 strokes to start. It only took 9.
Yeah, should be fun. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed part 1. Make sure you come back for part 2.